Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick and I'm a top author trading with over 190k reputation points.
In this video, I will be speaking about GBPUSD. Now, as usual, to keep the video as educational as possible, first, I will be covering the technical aspect for this market. Then we will be moving to the order flow by looking at the commitment of traders, so the COT data, which is essentially what the big players in the market are doing and how they're moving and shifting their orders. And by the end of the video, by using a combination of these two different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for the next potential move here for this pair. So this is definitely a video you do not want to miss.
If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. This is the place to be for high quality free trading education. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight onto the charts.
Starting here from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that we have a market which at the moment is testing a quite strong historical monthly support and demand area. From here, in fact, all these previous rejections to the upside were created, and what we can notice is that at the moment the market is testing and rejecting to the upside the exact same level. So there is a good probability once again to see a deeper rejection to the upside as the market has already created every time that it was testing this exact same zone. So from a monthly standpoint, the situation is quite clear. Let's keep all of this in mind and drop down here on the weekly time frame. Now, from a weekly perspective, the situation is quite clear as well. We can notice how the market went from creating lower lows and lower highs now to the creation of higher highs and higher lows. And that is the definition of a shift from a weekly bearish market to a weekly bullish market, because clearly as the market was creating lower lows and lower highs, we then expect the market to continue lower. But the first time that the market creates a new higher high, that is the shift from an inversion of trend from a bearish to a bullish trend. Now that we are in a bullish trend from a weekly perspective, the next logical step would be another higher low and then another higher high. So let's keep also this in mind and drop down here on the daily time frame. Now, from a daily perspective, the situation is quite clear. We can notice how the market at the moment is trying to create this rejection to the downside. Now, that would be perfect because what we know is that retail traders are most likely in this situation stuck in leveraged longs, and their stop losses are most likely below the previous low because that is where most retail traders actually place their stop losses. So if the market will now create a rejection to the downside, all those stop losses would get triggered, and at that point there is a good probability of seeing a potential rejection to the upside away from the level. So if the market here would actually create this M pattern, what kind of situation we would have? Well, before we dig into more details into what we have here from a technical perspective, first let's go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders, so what the big players in the market are doing. The first thing to keep in mind is that if we are looking at the data for the GBP, we're actually already looking at GBPUSD because all currencies on the spot are traded against the USD. And we can see how we went from having minus 21.6k net positions all the way up to plus 29.1k net positions. So we had a huge increase of net positions going from a negative net positioning back to a positive net positioning, with institutions going from having more shorts than longs with 83k shorts compared to 75k longs, all the way up to now having the complete opposite, 94,000 longs compared to only 65,000 shorts. So clearly institutions have slowly moved back to the bullish side for GBPUSD, therefore making it stronger. So let's keep all of this in mind and move back to the chart. And we can immediately see that it's no surprise that the market has created all this rejection to the upside because clearly institutions were longing GBPUSD along the way. And in a situation like this, if the market from here will create a rejection to the downside, as I was showing previously, we would have the creation of this M pattern. And in my experience, after the creation of an M pattern, there is an increased probability of seeing a push higher. We see that, for example, here we have an M pattern, the market then it rejects to the upside. So if the market will create this M pattern, at that point, what would I expect? Well, as usual, as my students know very well, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily time frames combined with the COT data, those are the best time frames when it comes to the directional aspect of the market. However, when it comes to identifying early shifts in the trend of a market, the best time frames for that are the intraday time frames, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what I would expect is that if this market would shift from an intraday bearish to bullish market, I wouldn't be surprised to see a potential rejection to the upside, completing this M pattern at the neckline. That definitely wouldn't surprise me. Now, if you want to learn more, I really recommend that you go and check out my website, which is linked in the description, because what you see me share here on YouTube is actually just the tip of the iceberg. In fact, if you head over to the website in the description, you will have the possibility to join the best trading program on the planet. You will gain access to all the courses ranging from the very basics of charting all the way to the more advanced topics like building automated trading strategies using the MQL4 programming language, building portfolios of strategies using quantitative finance tools like the Quant Analyzer, and much more. You will have the possibility, in fact, to gain access to the trading station software with the Telegram notifications integration, one-on-one private mentoring directly with me, the COT data software, which often you see me use directly in my YouTube videos, on all my platforms actually. And if you scroll down, you will see that you also have the possibility to get the integration. So all my EAs, which you find here presented one by one directly on the website. And you also have the possibility to gain access to my live trading show. So I live stream of all the trades on my live account as they're opened, closed, trade, and obviously managed. And if you continue to scroll down, you will see that you have the possibility to join just after here the testimonials and gain automatically access with the email and password that you will create during the checkout process. So I really suggest that at least you go and check it out. The link is in the description and I will see you in it.
If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and also let me know in the comments below any new pairs or topics that you would like me to cover in the next videos. And I will see you in my next breakdown.